let's talk really quickly about standing out for the client. Just little things that you can do to really stand out and be the most impressive editor you can possibly be for your clientele. One of the biggest things is going that extra 5 to 10%. Really, anyone can make a video. And also, anyone can edit a video. But there is something special about going just a little bit farther after it could be done and after it feels done. It's really hard for us to put our finger on what distinguishes world-class art from everyday art. And I would say that this is one of those things. When the canvas looks finished, when the story feels complete, I think the best artists spend a bit more time asking themselves, is this finished? And they go just a tiny bit farther than the rest. This was a big sticking point for our team at the ad agency too. We prided ourselves in going the extra 15%. Instead of hitting the deadline well, we would do 2 or 3 all-nighters right before the deadline to do just that little bit of extra work, to make sure that the subtitles were absolutely perfect, to polish up the motion graphics the rest of the way, to spend just a few more hours on the color to make it really, really shine, to get rid of those few last little frames and make those tiny little tweaks. Because it's those tiny little things, the tiny insignificant things that really add up to something that's unique and special and beyond the sum of its parts. I hope that you've gotten through the whole process of this course just how important it is, I think, to be integrous and honest and genuine in your work. And not only do I think that those are important from just like a virtue moral standpoint, but they're also very practical. When you're that way, you are more impressive and more personable and more trustworthy to clients, and they're more likely to hire you and to keep coming back to you. Organization and assistant editing, and doing that process extremely thoroughly is a huge one. I think the assistant editing organization system that I learned from my mentors and that I have expanded on a little bit is one of the things that makes me very distinct from some of my peers. And I think it's the reason why many of my clients have been so passionate about how much they loved my work, because I was so clearly so knowledgeable about their project. I knew all of the footage that had been shot intimately because I had to mark all of it. It was boring, but it meant that I knew the footage. And then I had created a toolkit so that I could instantaneously change any part of the video that I wanted to. That is a power anybody can have. You just have to put in a lot of hours of assistant editing, and not everybody's willing to put in those hours, and those hours are what will make you stand out. Another thing that will make you stand out is knowing the balance of knowing when to push back and stand firm on the artistic decisions that you've made, and when to give in, kill your babies, and do it their way. Sometimes sticking to your guns will make incredibly important moments in the video that the clients will thank you for. And other times, the client is right, and you need to listen to the client. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Be incredibly easy to work with. Do the work for your client and for your potential client. Under-promise, over-deliver. Go the extra 15%. Go the extra 5%.